Today we are deriving the expression for electrical conductivity in intrinsic semiconductors, which is also called as intrinsic conductivity. So here in deriving the expression, first we are taking the one rectangular bar of semiconductor. So in the figure which denotes the rectangular bar of semiconductor, and this rectangular bar is connected to one battery. So this is the one battery. So this denotes positive, which denotes negative, which is connected to the battery like this. When it is connected to the battery, automatically what will happen? So here some electric field will apply on the semiconductor. Automatically the charge carriers participate in conductivity. But normally what are the charge carriers in semiconductors? Both electrons and holes are the charge carriers in semiconductors. So in this conductivity, both electrons and holes will participate. So here whenever the battery is connected to the rectangular bar of intrinsic semiconductor, then what will happen? So here whenever the battery is connected to the rectangular semiconductor bar, automatically the electric field generates from positive to negative. So here this side is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, this is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So electric field develops, that means in this direction, from positive to negative, positive to negative. So in this direction, automatically whenever the electric field is applied on the semiconductor, then what will happen? The charge carriers move, but the charge carriers move in which direction? So here electrons and holes both are the charge carriers in intrinsic semiconductor. So in the diagram, black color dot denotes electrons and white color dot denotes hole. So here electron attracts towards which side? Electrons having negative charge, so it attracts towards positive side. So it always moves opposite to the field direction or opposite to the x-axis, that means negative x-axis. Holes having which charge? Positive charge, so it attracts towards negative side. So what will happen? So it always move along the field direction, that means in this direction. That means it is also belong to along a positive x-axis. Whenever the field is applied, automatically what will happen? The charge carriers gain some velocity. That velocity is also called as drift velocity. So how we define drift velocity? The velocity acquired by the electrons by the application of electric field is called as drift velocity. Here both electrons and holes gains the drift velocity. So that's why what will happen? So which is the expression for drift velocity? Vd equal to mu into E. So where mu is called as mobility. What is called as mobility? So it is simply written like this: mu equal to V suffix d by E. So here whenever E equal to 1, what will happen? Whenever E equal to 1, mu equal to Vd. That means the velocity acquired by the electrons by the application of unit electric field is called as its mobility. So which is the expression for drift velocity? Vd equal to mu into E. Suppose we are assuming that there are n charge carriers are there, that means n concentration of charge carriers are there in the considered intrinsic semiconductor bar. In that situation, their corresponding current density can be written like this: J equal to nq into Vd, where capital N denotes the carrier concentration of charge carriers, small q denotes the charge of the charge carrier, Vd denotes drift velocity of the charge carrier. From equations 1 and 2, so we are getting the final equation. That means from the first equation we are knowing the value of Vd and we are substituting in the second equation, we are getting the final equation J equal to NQ mu into E. So here, by knowing the general expression, we can easily derive the expression for drift current density due to electrons and drift current density due to holes, because both electrons and holes are the charge carriers in intrinsic semiconductor. So that's why we are applying this general expression to the electrons. So when we apply to the general expression to the electrons, it can be written like this. So here capital N is replaced by small n because carrier concentration of electrons is represented by small n, and Q is replaced by minus E because charge of the electron is minus E. Next, mu is replaced by minus mu suffix E. Why we are taking negative sign here to the mobility of electrons? Mu suffix E denotes electrons mobility or mobility of electrons, because in the diagram we clearly identified the electron's motion is always opposite to the field direction. So that's why we are taking negative sign here for the mobility of electrons. By substituting all these parameters N, Q and mu, we got the final equation. So which is the expression for current density of electrons. In the same way, when we apply the expression for holes, so which is the general expression? When we apply the general expression for holes, then what will happen? So capital N is replaced with P and Q is replaced with E because charge of the hole is positive. Mu is replaced with mu suffix H. Why we are replacing with mu suffix H? Because mobility of the hole and the applied field direction both are in same direction, so that's why we are taking positive sign. So by substituting all these parameters N, Q and mu, we got the final expression, which is the expression for current density due to holes. So the total electric current density passing through the semiconductor can be written as sum of electron current density and hole current density. So which is the expression for total current density? J total equal to J suffix E plus J suffix H. But previously we already derived the expressions for electron current density and hole current density. So which is the expression for electron current density? Which is the expression for hole current density? So but in that expression small e and capital E is common. So the total expression can be simply written like that. But by comparing this equation with Ohm's law, so which is Ohm's law? J equal to sigma is the Ohm's law. By comparing that equation 3 with Ohm's law, E will cancel. What is the remaining term? Sigma. Sigma equal to which is the remaining term? That is equation 5. But in that expression, small e denotes charge of the charge carrier, N denotes electron concentration, mu suffix E denotes electron mobility, P denotes hole concentration, mu suffix H denotes mobility of holes or holes mobility. But in that expression, N and P denotes electron and hole concentration. But in case of intrinsic semiconductor, we know one basic expression. Electron concentration is always equal to hole concentration. So that's why N and P is replaced with N suffix I. N suffix I denotes intrinsic carrier concentration. By substituting Ni in place of N and P in this expression, we got this expression. But in that expression, by substituting the value of Ni from the previous concept, we already derived the expressions for intrinsic carrier concentration. That means simply by substituting Ni value, that means equation 7 into equation 6, we got the expression like this. So which is the final expression. But in that expression, the starting term, this is constant, but this is the variable term. So that is simply written as like this, which is the constant term. So which is the expression for intrinsic conductivity or electrical conductivity in intrinsic semiconductor.